All right, today we are pulling back the curtain on something pretty cool, a real, functioning, AI-powered investment portfolio. We're not just going to talk theory here. We're going to look at the actual stocks, the performance, and the AI tools that are used to manage a whopping 86,000 pounds. Let's dive in.
Okay, before we go a single step further, we got to get this out of the way. As the slide says, and I really mean it, this is not investing advice. Think of this as a super fascinating case study, a peek under the hood of one person's specific strategy. It's all about learning, not copying.
And what a story it is. You know, this isn't just some fantasy portfolio or a thought experiment. Nope, this is a real, actively managed portfolio, and it's built on a really sharp AI-driven idea. And the current value? Well, let's just say the results speak for themselves. Yep, 86,000 pounds. So you can see this is a serious operation. It's a big, structured bet on the entire AI revolution. The real question is, how on earth did it get here? Let's start breaking down that strategy.
You know, any strong portfolio has to start with a core belief, a big idea. So what's the why behind this one? What's the philosophy that's driving all of these decisions?
And here it is, pretty simple on the surface. Get in early on the AI infrastructure boom. Makes sense. But the most important part is that last bit with structure. This whole thing isn't about just chasing the latest, hottest AI stock. It's about a disciplined, methodical plan. So what does that structure actually look like? Well, you can think of it as a three-layered cake. The base layer, the foundation, is that core AI infrastructure. Then you've got the compute and cloud platforms that pretty much everything runs on. And then right on top, you have these nimble, tactical plays designed to jump on specific opportunities. It's a really clear, strategic way of thinking about it. And this slide right here, this makes it all real. You can see that direct line from the idea to the actual ticker symbols. For infrastructure, you've got the heavyweights, right? NVDA, ASML. In compute and cloud, it's the giants, Google and Amazon. And then in those tactical plays, you see companies like AMD and Marvell, which shows a smart mix of growth and pure opportunity.
Okay, so the theory sounds solid, but the million-dollar question, or I guess the 86,000-pound question, is it actually working? Let's take a look at how this thing is actually performing.
And the answer is, yeah, it's working. A 10.8% gain year-to-date is pretty fantastic in any market. In actual money, that's over 9,000 pounds in growth. So clearly, the strategy is paying off.
So where is all that growth coming from? Well, this gives us a hint. AMD, which was one of those key tactical plays, is up almost 40%. And ASML, a total linchpin in the whole chip supply chain, is up 18%. This just goes to show that different parts of the thesis are firing on all cylinders. It's not just one lucky bet.
But check this out. It's not just about explosive growth. There's also a really smart focus on long-term income. The portfolio is already churning out almost 400 pounds a month completely passively. That shows a really clever dual strategy. Go for growth now, but also build a steady income machine for the future.
And this timeline just captures that long-term vision perfectly. Right now, the foot is on the gas, it's all about growth. But the plan, the goal for 2035, is to slowly pivot towards those classic, dividend-paying stocks for stable, passive income. It's a whole life cycle approach to investing, which is just really smart.
So, we've covered the why, the big idea, and the what, the actual stocks and performance. Now for what I think is the most interesting part, the how. How is AI actually being used to manage this thing day in and day out?
Yeah, this is the key question, right? Is this just a portfolio full of AI stocks, or is AI an active tool in the whole investment process? The answer is absolutely the second one. Let's see how.
So here's how it actually works. AI tools like ChatGPT can help build complicated financial models, like a discounted cash flow model, way faster. These are the models that help you guess what a company might be worth in the future. Then, you have specialized tools that scan for insider trading, when executives are buying or selling their own stock. And finally, services like FinChat can analyze market sentiment from tons of different sources, giving you a real-time pulse on what the crowd is thinking.
In this quote right here, this just nails the entire philosophy. The AI is not making the decisions. It's a super-powered research assistant that helps the investor ask better, smarter questions. It's all about augmenting your own intelligence, not replacing it.
So after seeing all of this, what's the big takeaway? What's the main thing we should learn here?
Well, the most important takeaway isn't the specific list of stocks you saw. That's going to change. The real secret sauce is the system itself. Having that clear thesis, that structured approach, and then using AI to make smarter, faster decisions. It's a living, breathing framework that evolves over time.
And that kind of leads to our final question for you. As all these AI tools get more and more powerful and accessible, how are you using them? What's been your best AI-assisted move so far? It's a really exciting time to be an investor. Thanks for tuning in.